Nexxlegacy.
Like we always do, but we doing it this time. We doing it in the daytime. What's good, people? Your man Brandon in the building on this daytime, primetime edition of 99.9 High Level Radio. Hope everybody is locked in. Hope everybody's out there chilling, listening. You know what I'm saying? I got the beautiful adult film star Sarah J. Be calling in shortly. If you want to be a part of history, you can definitely do that. Dial the number 347-215-8653. And with that being said, I know it's a lot of you. It's a lot of horny guys and girls out here. But just to keep it live. We don't just do it big in the nighttime. I mean, we get it in the daytime as well. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, especially when it comes to adult film, I think I could safely say there's a lot of you people out there that you say what you say behind closed doors, but we all know it's in somebody's home right now at this point in time. You know what I mean? So I just know that I'm a fan of Miss Sarah J. And let me go ahead and take this 702 because I think I got her on the line right now on 99.9 High Level Radio. Who's this?
It's Sarah J.
What's up, beautiful?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Very good.
Well, you know what? I wanna. It's just kind of like what I was saying earlier. We don't have to do it real big in the nighttime. I mean, sex could be done in the daytime too. You know what I mean? Like, how it's done.
We the only people to do it with the lights on.
No doubt. How is you know what? Before I even thank you for calling in, I just want to say this show was definitely brought to the whole nation by SarahJ.com. You can actually go there now and get all your information and take a good look at what Sarah does. Go to www.sarajay.com. You can also hit her up on Twitter because she's real active on that thing at SarahJXXX. And hey, I'm gonna keep it live, Sarah. I'm a big fan of yours, baby. So I appreciate you even coming in, hanging out with us.
Oh, no problem at all. My pleasure.
Well, I gotta tell you, like, I try to steer away from like the typical Q&A questions and answers because I know a lot of you got a big, massive fan base. I mean, it's a lot of horny girls, a lot of horny guys logged in, and really appreciating how you get down. So. That's a good look, right? When you can have a whole nation just really just like mouth-watering and just really fiending off Sarah J, right?
You know what? Fuck the nation. I want the whole world.
Hey, you know what? How about you take the planet, though? How about you do that?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. No, I just really enjoy what I'm doing, and I always have, and I always will. And if I ever don't, then I'll stop doing it. And I think that it comes across, and a lot of people can relate to that. People that watch porn, like sex, and enjoy sex, and they want to see somebody else actually enjoying sex.
No doubt, and I love you. I just gotta keep it out there. I love you. I do. I really do.
Thank you.
I love how you get down there. When you first, I mean, you started doing it for a little while. I mean, what, 18, right?
Yeah, like I started doing porn when I was 23, but I did some like pictures and I did a lot of stripping and stuff and some things for some magazines before that, between 18 and 23.
I mean, and here you are, a smart, educated college woman. You did a lot as far as in school and stuff like that. I mean, what made you decide, you know what, I'm gonna give porn a shot and then stick with it?
I originally went to college for psychology, and I really like helping people. I like listening to people's problems and trying to solve them and help them through it. But the money wasn't really there. So like the ideal employment situation is when you can make good money and love what you do.
Right.
So once I started dancing, I really enjoyed that. And I was still going to college, and it just wasn't like I was making so much more money dancing than I could ever make after I graduated college. And I was like, this doesn't really make sense. Like, I really enjoy dancing, and I'm making really good money at it, like I'm making more money before I finish school than I will make when I finish school. So you know, I really wanted to take it a step further, though, because, like, dancing gets old. You know, it's really hard on your body,
Right.
and it's very stressful, believe it or not. Like, being a stripper, like, I know everybody hates the angry stripper, but it's a hard job, you know? Like, no, I mean, like, I don't want an angry stripper either because that goes against the whole, like, concept of stripper, but like, it's definitely a difficult job, so,
Right.
you know, it's not something that you want to do forever, but I really like the sexuality aspect of it, and I really wanted to be more in a job where there's like more definite income, you know, like because with stripping you never know what you're going to make, and
Right.
I just wanted to do something where I knew what I was going to be making, and I wouldn't have to like lie to anybody or hustle about anything. I could just come on set and make my paycheck and do exactly what was expected of me and go home.
Word up. I am not mad at you. When did you decide, you know what, like in your you know, your preteen years or growing up or whatnot, you was like, you know what, sex is fun. I love sex. Like when did that kind of like, you know, just kind of take to you and what you wanted to do?
You know, I don't want to say like a late bloomer because that doesn't really quite describe my situation. Like I gave a lot of head young, but I never actually had like actual intercourse until I was 18. So by the time that I had sex, I was ready to like do it big. You know, like I wanted to fuck everybody and everything. Like as soon as I had sex, I was like, oh, okay, this is what I was missing out. Well, this wasn't like the first time I had sex. You know, it wasn't amazing, just like most people.
Right.
But I wanted to keep doing it. Like I was like, okay, we got to keep trying this out, you know. And I think I was probably about 19 when I realized like this is like going to be a major hobby of mine.
Now, you know, I know a lot
I
of...
don't think I realized it was going to be a career, but I definitely knew it was going to be a hobby.
So all right, just let the listeners and myself to know, like, you know, sex during the day, like, what, 5-10 times a day? You cool with that or more?
I'm totally cool with like definitely 5 times a day for sure. Like a real happy amount for me. I would like to get sex like 3 times a day, every day, like guaranteed. That would make me real happy.
See, that's what's up though. I like that. Woman after my own heart, because I mean, I feel you because I'm kind of the same when it comes to it. It's supposed to be fun. I mean, not only is it supposed to be pleasurable, but it's also supposed to be like, you know, it's supposed to be a sport. Like, you know, I'm trying to get you, you know, Sarah, I'm trying to get you to come as many times as you can. So let's challenge each other. How many times can you make me come versus you?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be like that.
Sometimes it's not even the orgasm. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Like, there's been several times where I've had sex with people that lasted hours and hours, and I might only come once, maybe twice. If you know, and I'm still having a really good time, you know, like I'm doing things that I enjoy. Like I enjoy sucking dick. I enjoy eating pussy. And I don't always have to get off to really have fun.
So you can come, you can have one orgasm and then just be good the rest of the way. I mean, you know, it's always good if you can have multiple though, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I usually do. But like if the situation happens and I don't, it's not a big deal. Like I don't really stress because I have fun actually having sex. I mean, everybody wants to come, but it's the you know, the fun part for me is playing the game.
Right. Woman after my own heart. Sarah J is on 99.9 High Level Radio, and when as far as the attention that you've been getting, because like I said, I mean, you know, I've looked at your work. I've you know, I love how you get down. I mean, like you said, you enjoy what you do, and that you are one of very few, in my opinion, that you can actually tell, like, you know what, I think she's really having fun. Have you ever had, like, situations or sex scenes where you just kind of like, I ain't really feeling it today?
Definitely. But, you know, you do your best to still get off because, like, in my mind, like, that's part of my payment.
Right.
You know, I get a paycheck, but I'm not doing this solely for the money. I mean, I get a paycheck just so I can take care of my bills and, like, handle my life. But I'm not doing this solely for the money. Like, me getting off is, like, part of my payment. And if I don't, like, I'm really trying to get off. Like, I need to get off. That's part of my job.
Hey, cash make the pussy wet, but at the same time, you need a nice, stiff dick to be able to get a nice, good orgasm popping, too, though. So,
you know, girls say that shit all the time. Cash don't make my pussy wet. Cash brings me to the table.
I heard that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, cash brings me to the table. It don't make my pussy wet. Cash brings me to the table. That says, it's like an invitation, you know, like, please, come have sex. I'm like, oh, I've been cordially invited.
Now, I mean, what is it that is a misconception when it comes to people like yourself in the adult entertainment business? Because, I always hear, like, little different things, but I just let people know, like, you're college educated. You do have a brain. You are smart. You are, you're in, and I'm pretty sure you're doing a lot of other different things. But what do you hear out there, not just about yourself, but other people in the business that you be like, you know what, that's not true at all?
Well, some of the, like, my biggest complaint, I guess, is that people try to pigeonhole us when we're all different. We all have different stories. We all have different reasons and different motives why we're doing what we do. You know, some girls, like, fell into it by accident. Some girls were drug into it by a pimp or a manager. Some girls turn to it as last resort because of their kids. Some girls just like sex, like me. And I get a little bit frustrated when people just assume that we're all doing it for, some sort of desperate, similar reason. Because we're not. We're all doing it for different reasons. Like, all of us have different reasons why we're doing it.
No doubt. And don't get it twisted, people. Like, anybody that has watched Sarah or anybody out there that watch porn, stop fronting like you ain't never seen it before in your lifetime. I think everybody has, like, and to me, I think that's one misconception on the flip side, too, though, Sarah J., that there's a lot of people saying, I don't watch porn. Please, get the fuck out of here. Yes, you do. Stop playing. You have in your lifetime, you know what I mean? Like, for real.
I got a funny one. I was flying from Atlanta to Miami today, and at the Atlanta airport, there was a TSA agent. She had like a Queen Latifah-esque, thing about her. She's a big woman, and she was, I don't want to say butch, but she was like not the most feminine woman I've ever seen. And
right.
She, waves me through security, like, come on through. And she's like, I know you. Where I know you from? And, I have no problem saying what I do. And most of the time when it's a guy, I'll say it loud so, like, his boys will hear and everything. Like, oh, you know me from porn. So, like, I saw her, and she's like, where I know you from? And I looked at her, and I kind of smiled, and I gave her, like, the little wink, and I was like, porn. And she was like, no. I was like, yeah. She's like, damn, I think that is where I know you from. I was like, yeah.
For real.
And then keeping it real, like, my mom the other day, she was showing some lady my, like, just like, oh, this is my daughter. And this lady was like 60, 65. And she was like, is your daughter an actress? Because I think I've seen her before.
Right.
So, like, it reaches everybody. It really does.
I mean, like you said, it's beyond nationwide. I mean, literally the planet knows you. And I'm talking about, like, before we even set this up, I had a lot of people, because I interviewed Cherokee before and a couple of other people, but I've always gotten them, man, you need to reach out to Sarah J. and see if you can be able to get around, just because a lot of people want to place, they seen your work, they want to actually see or hear you talk about just certain different things, and I'm telling you, it's so many people, not just guys, girls, myself included, not just being, I mean, it's, you got a lot of people that love how you get down. I swear, I kid you not. It's a beautiful thing, though.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my friends. I'm very, very thankful for my fans. They, I got a lot of fans that are all different, men, women, boys, like all different ages, and, like CEOs and, like everybody. Like, it's a very, like, broad spectrum of people that like my work, and I really appreciate that. I feel like a lot of it is because of my comfortability on camera, and like, I'm very real. Plus, I got big tits, so
and you got a nice ass too. You got a nice ass.
People. Yeah,
damn right.
So like, I do a lot of MILF stuff, so that attracts a lot of young boys, and I do a lot of interracial. So, like, I try to, like, cover, like, a broad spectrum of work, especially over 12 years. I've been in the industry 12 years now, well, almost 12 years. And you're pretty short. You're like what, 5'4", right? Yeah, yeah. I'm 5'4". I'm about 155 pounds.
And you wear it well though. I'm just saying.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
thing. I think you do, personally. I mean, what's your favorite though? I mean, you know, guys, girls. I know you did them all. So,
What did you say? What's my favorite one?
yeah. What's your favorite? You know, just your favorite. Not just scene, but your favorite thing to do. Is it more guys? Is it more girls? Is it both? What is it?
I really love threesomes. Like, there's really nothing much better than a threesome. I like to have threesomes with two guys, and I like to have threesomes with a girl and a guy.
Okay. Okay.
Like, but threesomes kind of do me right. Like, that's just kind of perfect for me. Like, having a twosome, having a twosome can be yay or nay, but having a threesome is almost always good.
Have you had a scene where it was just like some of the best sex that you've ever had? You know what I'm saying? That you think about it more often than some of the other scenes that you had?
Yeah, I've had a couple of scenes where it was really, really good, but I have to be, like, totally honest. My off-camera sex blows my on-camera sex out the water.
Word? Are you serious?
I'm so serious. People wouldn't believe me if I told them. Like, my on-camera sex is fun, and I always have a good time, but my off-camera sex is, like, turns up 1,000.
See, you know, you're going to have a lot of people like myself kind of, you know, visualizing, like, damn, how she get down? And see, that's going to bring me to my next question that I have for you as well. Like, you know, off-camera sex, relationships, the profession that you're in, is it hard for you to be able to try to rock out a relationship, or is it easy depending on who you're dealing with?
You know, like, I was married for 11 years while I was before I was in the industry, and then while I was in the industry. And, you know, I got divorced. It didn't really have anything to do with the industry, though. It more had to do with just, you know, personal stuff. But after I got divorced, I haven't really wanted a relationship. I had a short, you know, boyfriend for a little while just to try it out and see how it went. And, you know, relationships aren't really my style. Like, I really like a lot of people, and I like a lot of people in my life. And I don't want to say a lot of attention, but I need a lot, and I don't really want to put that on one person. No, I don't think it's fair. Plus, I don't live a regular kind of life, and I don't feel like if those demands on one person, it's fair. I really just don't feel like it's fair for me to try to even, you know, put somebody into that spot. I'm not totally against it, but definitely not something I'm, like, looking for.
So you're basically cool on relationships until, you know, you find that one dude that's going to be like, you know what, I really want to try it with him. Because right now you haven't really found that, right?
Kind of, but, you know, right now, like, I might have 6 dudes that I really want to try it with. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm seriously, I might have 6 dudes and 2 girls. I might have 6 dudes and 2 girls that I'm carrying on relationships with. And it's like several, you know, like, I'm a polyamorous kind of person, and I have a lot of love to give, and I care about a lot of people in a lot of ways. And I feel that I've let go of a lot of the social and moral, like, stigmas that, you know, people have. And I love my friends, and I really take care of them, and they take care of me, and we all have a good time, and I really just don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
I think you've given a lot of love, and you've actually helped make a lot of babies, and you've probably helped a whole lot of relationships, and you probably didn't even know it at the time. Like, somebody probably threw your DVD in, or, you know, seen you online or something like that, and, you know, you probably saved a whole hell of a lot of relationships, Jay. I'm telling you.
You know, I think about that a lot. No, I honestly do. And that's kind of the thing that, like, if I'm in a scene and we get to, like, a boring lull in the scene or something, that's the kind of stuff I think about is, like, there's people watching me right now that are getting off on watching me. And that shit makes me happy. Like, not only does it turn me on, but it makes me happy that I can bring happiness to other people and make other people smile.
Yeah, you're probably turning a lot of people on right now by the sound of your voice right now. Probably looking at you. They're probably looking at you on Twitter, and people can follow her right now at Sarah J XXX, and you can also hit her up on her website www.sarahj.com. And see, one of the different things a lot of people was, you know, they was like, man, you can make sure you ask her as far as when it comes to different types of booking. When it comes, like, if people want to book Sarah J, you can go to booking@sarahj.com. But if people are sending inquiries about you wanting to book you for certain things, what is it that you are actually, trying to lock down a booking for? Is it another, porn scene, or is it
everything? I get booked for so many different types of things. Like, I get booked for, obviously, interviews in person and over the phone, Skype interviews. I get booked for, appearances, hosting strip clubs, hosting nightclubs, featured dancing. I get booked for, different shows where I get to be like a judge of pole contests and stuff. I mean, I get booked for all kinds of stuff. At the point in my career now, like, I'm well established. So not only am I doing porn and photo shoots and magazines and video shoots and all the normal job and work-related things, but now I'm doing Sarah J. related things and making my brand more of a brand and, living my life as Sarah J. and not just as a porn star.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good to know, because one of the things I wanted to ask you as well is, what about some of the stuff that you would like to do, or have you thought about doing some production behind the scenes of some porn? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I've already directed 4 DVDs. I've been directing the scenes on my site for the past 4 years, and I just got out of film school. I just graduated film school. I did my first mainstream short this year. So I do a lot behind the camera, too. I do editing and stuff like that as well.
And a lot of people probably don't know that's a lot of work that kind of goes into it. Like, I mean, how do you, direct yourself, though? Like, is there certain scenes where you
know what, you have to kind of write the scene and set it up and choreograph it, because you're not just dealing with yourself, unless you're doing a solo scene. So you kind of have to choreograph the whole thing. You do the little setup, like if there's any kind of verbal setup or acting involved, and you have to block it just like a regular, like a regular movie, a regular short. You have to block it and be like, okay, well, if you're there, then I'm going to be here, and then when you're here, I'm going to be there. And you, as a director, when you're directing yourself, you also direct the cameraman. So you're not only directing yourself, you're directing the other people that you work with and the cameraman. You have to, I always have, a little discussion with the cameraman and let them know, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, a lot of tease at the beginning. We want to focus on our ass. This is an ass scene. We want to make it look as big as possible. And, so you have to direct the cameraman probably more than anything.
She does it all, people. I mean, director, she's college educated, she's well respected in this business. Sarah J., what are some of your favorite sexual positions? What are some of the things you love to do?
I love sucking dick probably just about more than anything. I could suck dick all day. But besides that, I guess my favorite position is probably on top. That's where I get off the most often. And I really like missionary, and doggy's pretty good too. I like, it's different with every guy, because every guy's dick's different, every guy fucks different,
Right. What about a guy eating you out? Is there a certain technique that he has to have? I mean, of course, I know guys, somebody like myself, to me, it's a craft. You have to know exactly what a woman likes, and to me, the only way you're going to know is if you go down there and, you position my head into that spot where you like it, and then you just go to work, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know. I've never really been super into oral on myself, but really? I've come across this. Yeah, it's okay. I guess I get a little bit more excited and anxious because I want to do good things for you. I'm a giver, so I have a little bit of anxiety, and I always want to, make sure that you feel good first. But there's been a few people, and when I say a few, out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who've eaten my pussy, there's a small handful of people that eat it well.
You say when you say a small handful, maybe 2 out of 10, right? Like that, right?
No, probably less than that. Probably 10 out of 100.
Damn, are you serious?
Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
No, you know what? It's just that I guess I'm a little bit picky. I'm a little bit picky when it comes to oral. I need to. My pussy is tough, and it needs to be manipulated, manhandled.
It needs to be manhandled with the tongue, huh?
It does. It needs to be manhandled with the tongue. Yeah, you can't be like light and delicate and gentle on my.
Oh, you can't. You can't.
Yeah. So let my pussy know that you're there for sure.
Yeah, hey, Sarah, I feel you. So the dude can't be like, mwah.
Yeah, no, you need to be all up in there and fingers and licking and pressing, lick and press, lick and press, lick and press.
See, that's how you get Sarah off. So, y'all people out there listening, take notes, because I don't think you're going to get this anywhere else. I mean, you guys and girls can see her in action, but at the same time, see, it's always good for me to know exactly what you like, because to me, coming from a guy, because if you tell me what you like, I'm definitely going to try to give it to you the way you like it and then put a twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Give you my whole little signature to it as well. Right?
Definitely.
That's what's up. Sarah J is our guest on 99.9 High Level Radio. And before we let you go, when it comes to any more different types of events or things like that you got going on, can you let the people know exactly where can they find you? Of course, we will continue to blast out your Twitter and your website. And what are some of the other social media networking spots that you got going on as well?
Well, I got Twitter, Sarah J XXX. I've got MySpace still, believe it or not. It's also Sarah J XXX.
Well, you still have you still using that thing, girl?
I can't. You know what? I can't get rid of 90,000 fans.
Oh, hell no.
Hell?
No,
yeah,
no, you got to keep that.
Got to keep them. Got to let them know what's up. I also have my blog. It's blog.sarahj.com. And, my site, sarahj.com. I also have a merchandise site, sarahjvideos.com. And we're getting ready to, we're working with the programmers on getting a voyeur house set up called sarahjshouse.com. And it'll be my apartment 24/7.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of wild over there. I'll let you know. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild in my apartment.
That's hot, though. I'm just saying, that's hot.
I like to have a lot of group sex and late nights and early mornings.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Me and my girls, we walk around naked all the time, so it's always a good time.
See, and that's a beautiful sight to see. And then you got the Ustream. You do what every Thursday, right?
No, it's not Ustream. It's actually a members cam show that's direct from my site. So. Okay. If you're a member to sarahj.com or any of the other VNA network, I'm in the VNA, the Vet Nation Army Network, so any of the other girls, we've got 12 girls in our network. If you're a member of any of their sites, including mine, you get live cam shows every day, and my day is on Thursday. So gotcha. I do my live cam show on Thursday through my site, but like I said, we have 12 girls, so every girl has their own day that they do their cam show, and you get it all for free.
Two more quick questions. One is, if there's any other, chick or even a dude out there that's listening that really want to get into porn, what are some of that the good advice you can be able to give to these people?
Well, first of all, you need to take some pictures that are not professional, like camera phone pictures, fully naked, front, back, side. And then just start sending those pictures out. The best thing to do is to get an agent if you're not in the not in an area where porn is produced, like LA or Miami. If you're not in an area where porn is produced closely, the best thing to do is get an agent who is, and that way they can set up work for you when you're ready to come out and, give you some guidance, and, you're new to the whole thing. But I always tell people, if you don't live right in the heart of LA or Miami, you probably should just get an agent.
And, the people out there in Twitter land, and I know a few people that actually is heads over there, can you please make sure you verify the Twitter account of Sarah J, SarahJayXXX, and do that ASAP, please?
Oh,
there's a lot of fake ass Sarah J Twitter accounts out there, and we need to make sure that's squashed real quick.
Come on, I'm almost at my thing is I'm almost at 200K. Don't you think I'm real already?
You are.
How
you are all the
way
real, baby. You are all the way real.
I feel you. I need that little blue check no tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt. So y'all need to work on that and make sure you take care of my girl Sarah as well. And before I let you go, what's up with you being a Miami Heat fan? What's up with that?
I live in Miami, you know, like what can I do? Like I'm literally 3/4 of a mile from the arena. I'm saturated in it. I have to be.
Well, I mean, see, you bounce between Miami and Vegas and stuff like that too, right? So I mean,
No,
but,
I don't live in Vegas. I haven't lived in Vegas for 7 years.
is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how
Vegas
come you can't be an Orlando Magic fan? What happened to all the Magic fans out there? What's up with that?
You know what? I got a little bit of love for some Magic. I got a little love for some Magic, but you know, I gotta be down with the Heat. I got it. I live here. They might kick me out of Miami if I'm not down.
Oh, I feel you. Well, just because you are hot to me and you are hot in my life, you can stay with the Heat, baby. It's all good. It's all good.
Well, yeah, don't forget me and Angelina Castro. We doing Team BJ NBA. So anybody who follows her and I, if the Heat win the NBA championship, we're giving blowjobs to all of our followers.
Damn.
Pretty good deal, right?
Yeah. So what do they have to do to be able to get that? I'm like, okay.
They gotta follow me and Angelina and root for the Heat.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure.
Angelina Castro X and Sarah J Triple X.
And I'm pretty sure you people out there, Sarah J will be able to make sure she tweets that and put that out there, because I be loving your tweets. I be seeing you on there. I love you to death. I love how you keep it real, real, real all the time, baby. I definitely do.
No problem. I don't know how else to be.
I love it. Well, I want to thank you for hanging out with us, and don't be a stranger to this station and this show, and anything that you want promotion-wise, we got you. We will make sure we take care of you and promote and push. And like I said, when it comes to being in this business, you have my utmost respect, because I know it's a grind, and I know it's literally like a hard road to follow as far as doing different things. But I love the fact that you are doing your own production, you're doing your own thing, and you are benefiting from the fame that you got for giving everybody else pleasure. So I love you for that.
Thank you very much. You know, I love what I do, and I do what I love, so I'm very appreciative of all my fans that recognize it.
All right, baby. Stay up. Keep in touch with me on Twitter. I'll make sure I hit you up as well, and don't be a stranger.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having me on.
All right, sweetheart. That is the talented Sarah J. Go to her website, www.sarahj.com. You can also follow her on Twitter right now at Sarah J, SARAJ, JAYXXX. And, you know what I'm saying, we got more music and everything else, but at the same time, I need you guys to make sure you show my girl some support. And, all you Twitter people out there, make sure you go ahead and push that line and get that girl verified, please. Do that ASAP. We'll be back.
Nexxlegacy.